I'm joined by Weapons, Talus, Mick, and Jordan, and it's been pretty amazing to look at the last few years for you guys because you've made quite a big impact on the Canadian music scene in a relatively short amount of time. Now, you did the tour with you have Dead Man. You have a bunch of singles that are charting on Canadian radio. I even saw on your Facebook page that you have two diehard fans that actually tattooed your band name on on their bodies, which is pretty wild. And now you guys are getting ready for 2022 and all that comes with that, and of course, Adios Radio, the album you put out last year. Things that don't look to be slowing down for you guys at all.
And we hope it doesn't.
We definitely want to keep the momentum going. Although it's been it's been pretty hard with the pandemic, doing everything we can. And yeah, no, we're not that not those kind of people, you know. We're constantly doing something, and we're constantly trying to find ways to just keep the momentum going with the band. So yeah.
Now, I'd imagine across Canada, there's tons of rock bands, and it's not like it's a lack of trying that is keeping them from having the same sort of success that you guys are having. Like, how are you guys getting all of these connections with different producers and these different bands to progress yourselves?
Little Black Book.
Little Black Book, yeah. A lot of phone numbers in random bathroom stalls. I don't know.
Written on rocks in the middle of the Canadian Shield.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. I think it's just, I want to say a bit of it's luck, and a bit of it's just probably being in the right place at the right time, meeting up with some people, and then I don't know, just being lucky enough to find some people that sort of want to, you know, they want to build that type of that sound with you. They want to be a part of that business. They want to invest in it, or they want to be a part of it. You know, you can even say it's like an energy thing. You know, you sort of attract like energies, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people that are on our team and that we continue to work with and have worked with, very like-minded people. We like the same things. So yeah.
Referrals, you know, you should meet this person, and that kind of happens a little bit too. Or just, you know, we've been really fortunate to meet really great people on the road too. That's been an ongoing treat. Every time that we go out on the road, we seem to meet a new person that's just amazing.
You know, they're just hitchhiking. You pick them up, and they just happen to be a songwriter.
Mark, see, see.
Well, it is interesting. I was looking at the sort of liner notes for your album, and to see the producers that you have on there, it's not just your backyard guy with an 8-track player. You're working with Clayton Bellamy, Dan Davidson, and John Angus MacDonald. That's got to be pretty satisfying to not only have them produce the album, but it also says that they're part songwriters with your music. So how does that kind of work? Like, do they just kind of add things to your music, or how did they get the songwriting credits as well?
We actually we do something very similar to this. We've done this where we do like a Zoom call, and we'll write over Zoom, we'll write over Skype. That's pretty much how that happens. And then you know, sometimes we have a song, sometimes we have an hour of 5 people, 6 people just hanging out shooting the shit. You know, so yeah, we're actually going to release the next conversation. It's about an hour-long single. It's just us fucking around. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear there, but yeah.
So then where did you record the album? Like, did you actually record it over a couple different sessions then to work with all 3 of them?
It's actually entirely recorded over Zoom. So modern technology is quite amazing. And it's amazing what you can do with a couple of iPhones.
Right.
That's right. iPhones, my phones, your phones. Actually the Adios Radio EP was spread out over BC, Alberta, and Ontario, and we tracked the drums for it in Jocasta Studios in Ontario, in OCL Studios in Alberta, and then we recorded a majority of them at Flavio Cirillo Studios in Vancouver, and then did vocal and guitar and bass tracking in Alberta and Ontario. And actually every time we've been in Ontario the past couple of years, we've been there like in the nick of time. As soon as we're leaving, there's new restrictions that are being put in place. So we seem to we get there when things are easing up.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we're leaving, it's almost like we're getting kicked out. It's been interesting, but we've been very fortunate to be there at just the right time.
So
Adios, Ontario.
how difficult has that been then with not being able to finish it in one place?
Actually, that's sort of par for the course. All these producers and people we work with, they live in all these places, right? So, I don't think it's been that difficult. It's actually kept things interesting to me, and we've got such a great team, and everybody I just mentioned, or anybody that works in any of those studios, like it's worth the drive or worth the flight to go there and work with them, because it's just such a good crew of people. So I don't think it's been really difficult. Just a little more time, but other than that, it's all worth it to me anyway. I don't know, the other guys might hate it. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, those songs. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, for your future plans, then, are you still writing in that way to work on, say, your next album or anything like that? Or are you guys just kind of pausing for now to get ready for your upcoming tour?
What's pausing?
I think that's when your face is doing this on the Zoom call. All right, is that what it is?
Right.
Yeah, sounds
Wait, what?
Yeah. You know what? It's like
paused.
every one of these songs has been like a bit of I feel like it's like piecemeal work. And I think we got a couple irons in the fire right now with a couple other tracks, and they were also recorded that way. And I think that's sort of the way things are going to be going for the next little bit, unless we can get everybody in one room, or which seems highly unlikely with everything that's going on and the fact that everybody's got families and other things to do. I don't know. So, well, who knows? So we'll see. But so far, so good. It's worked well for us, and I don't think there's any. Why fix something that ain't broken? So,
Right. So when you are actually putting all your music together, then are you actually thinking about an album when it's all said and done, or like with your album having so many charted singles, or is that kind of your primary focus?
What do you mean?
Well, like you mentioned, the EP taking so much time to put it together at all these different recording studios. You released some of the singles in 2019, I think, and then 2021, the album comes out. Are you guys thinking more in just putting singles out each time to kind of build your momentum, or when you are going into writing, are you thinking about putting an actual album together?
I think we I don't think we have anything overly conceptual yet. Like, I don't think we've had our official album yet where it's like, oh, we start here and then we end on this note and then the album loops, right? I don't think we've ever calculated like that just yet, because I think right now our focus is just writing the best songs we can, write songs that we want to listen to, and then slap them on an album, and hopefully people like listening to those as well.
Well, just based on your chart success, you could tell that people are really enjoying listening to it.
Hoping.
And
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. It's been it's actually pretty wild. It's fun.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So 2022 then, all fingers crossed, is going to be pretty exciting. You're going to be going out on tour with the Trues. You did the tour with Theory of a Dead Man. Is there anything that you could take away from that first sort of major tour that you're going to be able to bring into this next upcoming one to maybe make things easier for you guys?
Take it, fellas.
We know how much merch to order. But last, I think on our first run, we got we started off in Vancouver with Theory, and then ended in Barrie, Ontario, after going all the way out to Halifax. And but this is the first time we'd done a tour like that. Like the size of venues in that I guess that scope of Canada, like all at once, because we've done like the East and we've done the West, East and West, because we're from Saskatoon, right? So it's the benefit of being somewhat geographically centered. We can kind of split up doing tour duty into chunks. But this time I think we got to. Like we finished up the BC and Alberta, and we're like, oh my god, we need more merch. We had to do a merch pickup in Saskatoon. I don't know. I think we also learned quite a bit from their crew and the band as well. And it was a really, really great experience, really enlightening experience. As you know, just. In so many different ways, just like like everything from musically, just to technical standpoints, and really we were quite blessed with Theory's fans, and we have a very similar experience with the Trues fans too. Just with us, kind of, especially because we've worked with them. Like you mentioned before, that we've written a few songs with a couple of the guys in the band. So. Hoping that's a similar kind of reception, because the Theory of a Deadman's fans were unbelievably receptive to us. It was overwhelming and in a very good way.
Yeah, you can tell that their fan base rock and roll through and through. They just love it. They love their music loud and proud.
And you guys were able to deliver that then?
Hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mix paused.
I'm what did I learn there? Always check your drum throne for water, always check your microphone for chili peppers, and always check your drumsticks for Vaseline. The last night of the Theory tour, they just like they messed with us pretty good. So it was a good time. So yeah, every other tour I ever play, gotta check, double check, triple check the stage, make sure everything's where it's at and nothing's been tampered with. Those tricksters, those good for nothing swindlers. Yeah,
Felt bad for that house tech, because got him to change the microphone. I'm like, oh, can you change the microphone? It smells like somebody vomited in it. And poor guy changed the microphone, and they just put more chili peppers in it.
Peppers, our lips were puffed and all red. We had spots. They got us through binoculars with chalk in there, so we had rings around our eyes. It was hilarious.
It was a good time. Yeah, they were fun. Any band that gets a chance to tour with Theory of a Deadman, you're gonna have a good time.
You're in very good, very professional hands.
You're in good hands, yeah, for sure.
Well, and at least they like you, because they probably wouldn't have gone out of the way to do that if they weren't really done with what you're doing. So
yeah, they would have put razor for us if they didn't like us.
Yeah, I think that's what one of the crew said. They said you hurt the ones you love, or something like that. They said we were in the parking lot.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, I'm really excited for you guys with the coming year, and I can't wait until your tour with the Trues starts up. I believe you're going to be playing in Regina in May, I think it was. And so it did get delayed, but thankfully it looks like it's still happening. And so, yeah, I wish you guys some great success with the year to come.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Daniel.